Hello, I am Teresita Reyes, and this is my case study for Every Day Counts for the class Data Analysis and Assessment. The summary of the case. The case is based on the Golden Oak High School, grades 9 to 12, and this school in the past years has been very good with attendance rates, but in the last few years, it has gone down. So now 85% of students have missed 10 or more school days. There's a new principal, Mr. Rhodes, and he was asked to increase the attendance rate. So when he was studying the demographic data, he discovered that some school personnel was using school policies with personal discretion, and they were not following the policies. So he found 5 cases from different students, different backgrounds, and they all had excused absences that were not really for sickness or the death of a close family member. So this days of school that they missed were not really excused. Some of the students that were athletes, some of them were honors students, and some of them had vocational classes. All of the cases had legal or ethical issues since they were not following the law of only missing 3 days. They were missing more than 10, and they were not excused absences. Also, some of the cases were just for personal reasons like vacations, or in the case of the quarterback, he had a minor injury. He had an injury, but after he recuperated from the injury, coach asked him to skip school to rest between the games. So that's an ethical issue because it's not a real medical reason. It's just so the quarterback will be playing better, but he's still missing important time from school. Another of the ethical issues, I think one of the cases was a little bit biased because it's the only student that was sent to truancy, and he comes from a low-income family, and he's attending regular classes in the morning, vocational classes in the afternoon. Parents are a little not very interested on him finishing school, but he was the only one sent to truancy from all the cases. In sentences, Mr. Rhodes has given the task of providing attendance, improving the attendance at Golden Oak High School, and he needs to deal with teachers and parents that they don't really value attendance. So he has to show them the value and teach them the attendance guidelines and the laws so everybody could be on the same page. Some of the facts are, well, the people involved is Mr. Rhodes, the principal, but it's his first year as a principal, so he doesn't have much experience. There's teachers that are being lenient with the attendance policies, parents that don't really value attendance, coaches that are more interested on their teams winning games than on their students getting good grades, wealthy parents having excused absences to go on trips, and the students are not being responsible for their education. The place where this case takes place, it's Golden Oaks High School, that it's located in a suburban community adjacent to the large metropolitan area. Most residents are medium income, but some students are in poverty and some other students are high income. Another thing, the community values the football, and there's another high school that they have their rivals. In the more recent years, a bigger community of Hispanic and Asian families have moved to the area, and this has created a more diverse population. Most of the parents work in the metropolitan area, which means that they have to spend 1 or 2 hours in commute, so that takes time from them to really attend to their students. The school has different programs. There's 965 students, grades 9 to 12. Then there's 11 different sports, 21 different clubs. There's regular classes, vocational classes, and an honor society. Some information. I think that in this case, the students are the ones that are suffering the most because of the consequences are going to be in the long run too. They're not only missing school and valuable learning time, this will stay in their records, and that will affect their submission to colleges or job applications. So the school needs to collect the more demographic data and make sure that they solve the problems. The principal needs to have meetings with the stakeholders and ask for help from the community to improve attendance. So if everyone works together, it will be easier to obtain that goal. The community needs to understand the importance of a student attending school and not promoting missing school for personal reasons. So if we teach the community to respect attendance policies and have specific times for personal events and like vacations or religious events or even sports, even if they're school related, students need to have the school time to be in class. What will be some options and what will be their consequences? So one of the first options could be not doing anything and just leave the things the way they are, hoping that next year the attendance will be better on its own. That way the teachers and the parents won't be in trouble and won't get mad because they're put it on the line. But with this case, the attendance will stay low. Students will keep missing valuable learning time. A second option could be reacting to the case and taking action. So one thing could be talking to teachers and counselors and coaches and make them aware of the district attendance policies and make sure that everybody is on board on how important this is, because if the students must be in school in order to learning to take place. Another option can be to take action with the students where they might be in danger or having more personal issues, like in Karen's case, and looking away through other cases like John's case, that he's the quarterback and he will help the school and the community will be happy. So that could be another option. All options have pros and cons, but I think we have to think about what will be the best option for the students. In my opinion, option number 2, where you take action, it would be the best option. And to do that, I would talk to teachers, counselors, and make sure that they understand how the district attendance policy works and how the laws are in place for students to be in school. So for the school, I would do classes for the teachers, and I would have meetings with the parents. So once all the professional development for the whole school has been given, I will have meetings with all the teachers involved in every case and explain them that we are going to follow the rules, the guidelines, and personal opinions are not going to be okay anymore. So they're going to have to follow the district policies. With the meetings with parents, I would make sure that everybody understands the laws and how they protect the student right to learn. For those parents that are not able to attend the meetings, I would make all the information available in social media, and I would also send information on the mail to ensure that every parent has the information. If none of this is working, I would ask my superintendent for help and create a new plan. All of this presentation, it was based on the NELP standard number 6 with the component 6.2. Thank you.